Hello and welcome to another Rightly Witterings with me, Michael Jex, the tea-drinking author, with a Bernese mountain dog sitting on his lap. Not ideal. And also with a cup of excellent, what do you call this stuff? It's tea. Cheers. Can I remember what type of tea it is? No, I can't. Do I care? Not right now, because I've got a foul cold. It's the back end of it, which hopefully is on its way. But you'll notice, those of you who are observant, that things are changing here. We have at last got a kitchen, and I've just spent the last 20 odd minutes moving the fridge from there back into the kitchen. So I'm starting to get my office back, which is a relief. Now today, I have a panting dog. Stop panting at the microphone. And I thought it would be useful to go through some of these alternative things that Paper Republic sent me. I have spoken about this already. This is the little brass fountain pen, the Kaweco, which I am using every day and thoroughly enjoying. Now, I thought what would be interesting, first of all, was to look at another thing they sent me, which is in this little pocket, which is not my favourite thing because it is a biro. It's got similar styling to the Kaweco in brass, but this is aluminium. And it is a surprisingly comfortable little biro to use. I've got two dogs fighting for my attention now because they think it's time for their supper. They're wrong. So you've got the same etchings on the side, some vertical, some angled one direction, some angled the other direction. And it actually feels very nice and it writes really well. So it's also got, you know how sometimes with a biro there's a distinct click as it goes down. With this it's just smooth. There's nothing. Although the main bulk of the pen is aluminium, the button itself is brass, which means that you've got an interesting sort of match-up with the two having slightly different colour. So the brass pen has got an aluminium stub at the top, and the aluminium biro has got a brass stub at the top. All very interesting. What they also sent me was this, which is a brass stylo, as they call it. But this is, I've got to just check I get this right, is a needle point. It's a roller ball, but when I project it out, you can see that the actual tip is absolutely tiny. I think it's about a 2mm roller ball, and the ball itself is, I think, ceramic or something, but it's a hefty pen. If you need a refill, you just unscrew the end piece, out it comes, and then you've got this neat little Parker-esque end cap in black. I must admit, I love using it. I think it's wonderful. It is ideal for sketching because it's a very fine black line, and not only that, it works superbly well with watercolour. It is water-fast ink. So, we've got these three, and I thought, well, you know, what's the point in demonstrating how a biro writes, or even a roller ball? I mean, there is no point. But I thought it would be interesting to just look at the difference in weights and things. So I got this, which is a solid brass pencil from Y Studio that I was given quite some time ago. And it's lovely. It's great for sketching. It's got a lovely feel to it. Really precise hexagonal cuttings on it. It's weighty, And I thought, how weighty is it though compared to the Stilo? Because I tell you what, it doesn't feel that weighty. And so I got my digital scales out and checked, and this is actually 40 grams in weight. It's a fair old lump of brass, that. This is 65 grams. That's a significant piece of brass in your hand, and you can feel it. Which sort of gives me the feeling that I wouldn't be taking this out too often, going out and drawing on the moors, because it's a bit of a weight. It might be too easy to lose it, and this is the sort of thing I wouldn't want to lose. It's a nice piece of kit. And that got me thinking, well, how much is this aluminium biro then? Because I've got lots of other pens, and this works out at 34 grams. So a reasonable weight, but the lightest of those three so far. But when you go to the solid brass one, this one is 70 grams. It's the heaviest thing of the lot here. And that got me thinking, well, I use lots of other pens. I mean, I am very fond of my little Kawecos. So here's my little Kaweco Lilliput. You can tell I've had it for a long time because it's got really quite a rich patina on it. In other words, I haven't cleaned it for a long time. And it's nice, but it has that thing where it is just a bit fiddly to use it, because you have to unscrew it all the way there, then screw it all the way on at the back. And yes, it gives you a functional pen that way, and yes, it writes nicely, but it is a bit of a faff. 22 grams. Now, let's just put it into perspective. You saw how long it took to get that working. With this, pull it off, push it on the back, I'm ready to write. That's how quick it is. Put it away, pull it off the back, push it on the front. It's easy. It's lovely. I did also think about my Kaweco AL Sport. I really don't like that clip. I much prefer the looks without a clip on this. It's just a nice, clean, simple design. And you're done and ready to write. And it's a comfortable pen to hold. It is nice. That's only 23 grams. So it's only roughly a third of the weight of this, and it's about the same size. But what I have to admit is there's something about this which is just infinitely more appealing to me. This is just me talking about my own preferences and weird tastes. But with this, it's something you can sit and just fiddle with for hours, because you've got the 3 different planes that you can play with, and rotating it and playing with them is thoroughly enjoyable. Weird, I know. Now, the AL Sport is nice. The Brass Sport, I'm sure, is equally nice, but it doesn't feel quite the same. There's something... I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this. It is one of those pens I've always adored. But for sheer simplicity and the pleasure of using, this is in my pocket all day, every day. Do I use it every day? No, I don't, but it's there just in case I want to. And I have found myself sitting at my desk or at the kitchen table and just holding it like this and playing with it because it feels so damn nice. Very odd. Do I have any criticisms about it? Yes, there's one. If you start to pull the cap off and twist it the wrong way, you can start to unscrew the section. So sometimes you can just unscrew that while it's in the cap. Is that a great problem? No, because for one thing, it actually makes it quite a convenient way of opening it and checking to see if there's ink still in the cartridge. Yes, there is. That's good. So you just shut it up again. But you have to remember, I think, to pull it off by unscrewing in a deliberate manner. And that really is the only thing I can think of that's a slight disincentive. It is a good weight. I say 65 grams, that's as heavy as a decent sized Visconti, Homo sapiens style. It's got a wonderful feel to it. It writes like a dream. What's not to like? The needle point I like a lot. It is not something I would carry with me every day. This is something that will remain on my desk, much like the Y Studio pencil. I hadn't realised how much bigger it was actually. If you look at that, the Y Studio sticks out quite a long way. And it is solid brass, allegedly. But these are both pencils that would stay indoors, ready to be used at a moment's notice. But both of them mainly for sketching rather than writing. Why? Well, I don't like rollerballs and biros per se for writing. I prefer a fountain pen at all occasions. This, however, is really, really good for detailed sketching and drawing. So it has got its own value for that. Coming down the list, the biro, this isn't something for me. I really don't like biros. But if I was to get one, I have to admit this is rather superb. It's not too heavy. It's very easy to replace the biro filling, and I think it just takes standard Schmidt. This is a Stahlspitze, difficult to read. I should apologise. Oh, it is a Schmidt. It's a Schmidt Mine 635 refill. So perfectly standard one. My eyesight is a bit bad. I had to go in for some more diabetic macular edema injections yesterday, which means that my eyesight's just a little bit dodgy today. So apologies for that. But this is very pleasant. As I said, 34 grams, so it's still quite a bit heavier than the AL Sport from Kaweco. It is an immediately, easily pocketable pen. It has the same sort of attractive feel that the fountain pen has, with the proviso that you've got a hole in the top, which it just does catch the fingers slightly. Whereas with the brass, it's just wonderful. I can't imagine what YouTube are going to make of this video with me sitting here fondling two little solid metal pens, but never mind, they have their own problems. Absolutely delightful. For me, this is the out and out winner. Convenient, pocketable. I like the fact that it comes with its own little sleeve, which admittedly is getting rather dirty already. It's the trouble about living in a house where there's been a lot of building work going on. But that is just a gorgeous, neat little package. The biro has its own sleeve as well. I'm going to figure out what to do with that. I might offer that as a gift to someone here or on Patreon. Not sure, I'll have to have a think about that. But the fountain pen definitely is a real winner for me. I love that. Really bizarre. It's just such a nice, tactile little object. And the fact that it just slides into its pocket so well and slides into my trouser pocket so easily is delightful. Now, I hope that was interesting. I do apologise for the fact that I'm getting over a particularly nasty cold, so my voice is a little bit lower than usual, and with all the building work going on in the house and everything, it's not been ideal. But licorice tea, that's what this is, licorice tea. Cheers. But I'm glad to say that the kitchen is almost finished. We're just waiting for some electrical work to be done now so we can have both ovens and the hob fired up. And then we'll be away. In the meantime, today is Thursday the 6th. And on Sunday the 9th, I'm going to be down at Torquay with the Southwest Writers giving a series of talks at the Torquay Museum for people who are interested in crime writing and crime at the coast. And for those who are really, really keen, Pilgrim's War is the next book to be published by me, which is going to be out in November on the 19th, I think. And for those who are really keen, if you like Kobo, look up Fields of Glory and Blood of the Innocents if you like audio books, because Kobo Audio have got them on a special offer all the way through November. So you can get your audiobooks much, much cheaper. And that's always nice, isn't it? And there, I think I'd better finish. If you enjoyed the video and all that sort of good stuff, then, you know, like, subscribe, hit the bell. And if you really want to, you can buy me a coffee or join my Patreon mob. But apart from that, I'm going to go now and see if I can find some more paracetamol, because this sore throat and headache are not going anytime soon. So wish me luck and a rapid cure and return to health, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Speak to you soon. Take care.